Well, the last couple days, I don't know if you guys have noticed, the last couple videos have been kind of sporadic and random. It's essentially because I've been going through a tremendous amount of stress. Rem, Allie, and I just did probably the coolest little competition slash challenge.
Horrible. I'm the least flexible human being on the face of this planet. I think I pulled a hamstring. The buttocks area is not feeling fresh to death. It hurts a little bit.
Well, sometimes you're pretty flexible.
Mom, Dad, please mute.
You did a great job.
Remi was amazing.
Remi did better than me. I'll edit that video. It'll be on our Facebook as soon as I possibly can because there's a blooper reel too because obviously I had to wear this shirt too.
What you guys don't understand is when we film these things, it's not like a one time only. It's like a 455 times.
I always joke that the reason why I never really got into these before was because it took so much more time to come up with something in 5 seconds than it did for a vlog.
I don't know if I want to tell Charles what just happened with this camera. I turned it on and the whole thing started vibrating. It's really weird. Hello? Hello. Welcome to the afternoon, D. You sleepyhead. This guy sleeps like literally until 1 p.m. Kind of reminds me of Charles when I first met him. Sorry we've been like showing you guys or bringing you along all of these like house updates. I think when we kind of get in that mode, you guys know this, we just start doing it and we don't stop. And the paint was a very encouraging moment for us to start or to continue this house renovation process. It's more just like organization and then getting settled in. It's crazy to think that we've been here 7 years in July. Is it 7 years in July? I don't know, 7 years, I don't remember. But what I do know is it's been a very long time that we've been here and I feel like we've never been fully settled in. We're still working on upstairs. We're still working on like areas of the stairwell. Like it's never ending. And from my understanding, it takes you a very, very long time to actually feel settled in your home or to like finally get it to where you want. People that move into their home and have it all set up and all ready right off the bat, I envy you. I don't even know how you do it, but that's very, very impressive. Plus, this makes it take a little bit longer to get things done. So that right there, when we were making Remi's nursery, that's the first item we found because we knew, because of your middle name, we wanted a light that looked like the sun and it looked like rays of sun. Ow, Remi, you're pressing my lip. You're hurting. You have an idea?
Yeah.
That's her thing. When she has an idea, she says, idea. What's your idea?
Red.
Red's your idea?
Yeah.
Red what? Red panda. What kind of cheese?
Yummy
Yummy cheese?
Yes!
Ready? What's that noise?
This guy got
Who's this kid? Can I see? Is that a cow? Oh, I think that's a cow that we got on vacation. Because you were being such a good girl when we were driving in the car. Speaking of which, this little one, there's this photo. What?
I'm not a witch.
I don't think you're a witch. Speaking of which, I'm gonna jump from one thing to the next. Did you guys see that Hocus Pocus 2 is coming out soon? Holy cow, this is so exciting. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. But back to what I was originally saying was, we have this photo that's in our like living room area, and Remi pointed to it and she said, trip, I want to go on a trip. And I was like, what is she talking about? And at first I didn't know she was pointing at the photo. She's like, I want to go on the road. And I was like, oh my god, this is literally my daughter. She's just like me. Like every couple of months, it's like we get this like itch and we just want to leave. So Remi pranked me. I went to go brush my teeth because I just had a weird taste in my mouth, and I noticed that my toothbrush was missing, and it was in like our half bath, which is technically Remi's bathroom. Went to put the toothbrush just in my mouth. I feel like I'm just like a creature of habit. Before I put toothpaste on it, I just put it in my mouth, and I like was walking to my bathroom, and there was, no joke, I don't know how long it's been on there, soap all on the bristles of my toothbrush, and spitting that up, like getting that out of my mouth, was the most disgusting thing in the world. Charles thought it was hilarious, of course, because, you know, they're like two peas in a pod. They're the same exact human being. One just in giant form, one in little form.
Which one's Superman?
This Superman. Superman. Welcome this.
It's on your face. Thought I'd take today to kind of do a little venting because, well, the last couple days, I don't know if you guys have noticed, the last couple videos have been kind of sporadic and random. It's essentially because I've been going through a tremendous amount of stress. Stupid things, you know, like stupid stress. Remi, I won't get in your way. It's like it's like the stupid stress where you're over the stupidest things. This job, I've talked about it before. This job, people always are like, you know, YouTubers, social media influencers have the easiest job. I don't think it's a real job. Honestly, sometimes a 9 to 5 seems so appealing because you know when you're going in, you know when you're leaving, and hopefully if it is a 9 to 5, it's one that you love because you have that structure. With this stuff, I mean, we have managers, we have things like that, accountants and like things like that help alleviate other stuff, but for the longest time I didn't have any of that stuff. It's a never-ending thing. So like all morning to pretty much to when I'm going to bed at night, I have to do certain things, and it just accumulates. And lately, the last couple of days, I've been having a lot of issues with some managerial stuff. So I've been like literally all day on phones and emails and messengers and texting and all that stuff, and it's just been driving me completely, like, I joke, but I think in the last, you guys probably have noticed, the last week and a half, this side is starting to grow completely gray. And you're the only one that's actually been making me a little bit happier about everything. That's one thing is I'm really kind of, I know, the problem is, I know I'm a workaholic. I mean, it's very apparent to anyone who's ever known me, watches the videos. That's just who I am. I've been always somebody that I would always put a goal that's unobtainable, that it's so far that I would have to work so hard to get to it. But in that meantime, you see here, in that meantime, I've noticed, look at Rem, I'm trying to be serious and you're just being so silly and I love it. In that meantime, I noticed that it's a very, the irony of the situation is that
Why am I doing that?
This is the lens. If you're going to talk to the camera, it's right here. Right there. That's the camera. See?
That's a camera.
Yep.
Oh, bro.
So the irony of the situation is that I strive to do all these things, to reach these goals for our family, because I've always said the reason I worked so hard, and before Allie, the reason why I worked so hard and did all the crazy stuff, going on tour for months and months and months, doing daily videos every day, working my ass off on other different promotions and things, was because when I had a child right here, that she would never, or he or she would never have to worry about anything ever. Hey, oh my God, Remi. Except buying a new camera, which I'm taking out of your piggy bank.
No.
Can you come sit over here? I don't trust you now.
Swimming.
You want to go swimming?
I want to go swimming.
But I always wanted to make sure that when I had a kid, this thing right here, that she wouldn't have, or he wouldn't have to worry about anything. If you knock that camera down, you know what's happening? I'm taking your piggy bank and buying a new one. What are you doing? You're so gross on camera nowadays. So that's how I always kind of put myself, is like I just did that. But the irony, like I keep saying, the irony is that as a result of putting myself in that situation and creating all this extra stress, I am separating my time that I could be hanging out with Allie and Remi. The horrible, horrible, like vicious cycle. So it's like I gotta do this. I feel like I don't gotta. I feel like I have to do so many things in so little time. It gets very overwhelming, and sometimes when I'm in the middle of the day vlogging, I'm just like, you know what? I just need another personal day. I just gotta do it. Allie made a good point. She's like, why don't you just talk about this on here? Rambling enough or not. Sometimes people can relate to that, and that's very true. I've been doing this so long, and it makes me feel a little bit better. Sometimes it's just nice to have like a little calm conversation. Old school videos on YouTube. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on lately. I don't know if anyone's noticed that I've been off or anything like that. I know off my rocker. It's just because there's been a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Everything is, here's the thing for me. Everything, I'm in great moods, I'm in happy spirits. Not to say I'm not always, but like when I have everything working to the way I want it to be working, if something derails it, I spend so much time trying to rectify the thing. Then I don't take a, you know, like people say, take a step back and then revisit it. I'm like, if I take a step back, I'll forget about it, or I'll lose my place, or something along, like train of thought or something. So that's why I kind of treat the things that I have to do immediately, and it's something that, it's the worst thing in the world. It's the worst trait I ever have. I don't know. It's just something I'm trying to figure out, and I think the first step was no longer doing and uploading a vlog every single day. That took a lot for me to do that, because it was like 10 years of doing it. So the habit of doing that and breaking a habit of 10 years was so hard, and I was so uncomfortable relinquishing that control or certainty, that it took me 10 years to actually come to grips with it. I have it, but there's always something else with me. There's always something else. So it's like, this is like what I'm doing. This is sometimes happens, something goes wrong. All right, let me do TikTok. I'll do that for fun. You know, I've been doing these reels. Actually, I genuinely, it's from the bottom of my heart. You know, I talk about the TikToks, the reels, and Facebook videos. I love them so much because it reminds me of the old days of YouTube. It fired me up again. I was like, this is really fun. But then when something happens, like today, we had some issues with Facebook, which is what kind of threw me off a little bit today. It just throws me off, because then I'm like, I'm so positive about everything, that something throws me off, and I'm just like flipping tables. I'm just like so frustrated with it. But at the end of the day, right now, it's fixed. I'm hoping by the time this is uploaded, it's fixed. Right now we're at 90% fixed. The good news is I can take a little bit of a breather now, get off the phone, get off the computer, because I looked over and I saw Remi just doing Superman. Don't know how she even knows that song. It was like, I got it. And then I'm like, sometimes I take it on Allie, because I'm kind of an asshole sometimes. I mean, everyone can be that way. I'm working on it. I'm trying. I got to make sure to focus on what's important. So that's my little rant today. Thank you for listening. What are you doing? Oh, you dropped your puppy? There's a spider! There's a bee! There's a bee! Quick! There's a bee! Quick, run! What is this spider? Yeah, where's that doggy?